have 33 till November. 33 sets.
33?
Yep.
33?
And currently there's no breakdown between how many are personnel and how many are contractual.
I thought weeks ago I already gave that information.
Well, you didn't even know how many there were.
No, till that point when you asked that question.
Right, no, I
Yeah.
just,
Now we are months later, so we have some more.
okay.
33 were released, or there are 33
No,
sets?
there are 33 non-public sets until November, yeah.
Right, and there's
That
no,
is-
right now, there's no number between how many of those are contractual and how many of those relate to employee issues.
Is that your next question? I have to look into
Yeah,
that.
no, yeah, it was my, I just would like to clear one thing. My reason for asking is the one time this stuff was released, and we did get to read them, it was an agreement, actually, the commissioners agreed that were certain things discussed at those meetings that should have been public. And
Yeah.
that's the reason I
Yeah.
want to see these things come back up, because what it does, and waiting a year doesn't help this at all.
Yeah.
If you do it on a regular basis and review them, it sits back there and it tends to focus you in the non-public, so you don't, I don't think it's, anybody's trying to do anything wrong, but there's drift. You know,
Yeah.
something comes up, the next thing you know, you're talking about something else that you shouldn't be. And that's the reason that I want to see these things
Yeah.
put
In a
out
couple
there.
of cases that I could probably say that there's more than one subject talked about, so we're not going to be able to release the whole minutes. We can release the section that we feel can be
Right,
released.
and I'm perfectly
Another
happy
section we
as
can't.
long as when you went into non-public, you mentioned the fact that you're going to be talking about two issues.
Yeah.
If during a non-public session you run into an issue that you need to, that should be non-public also, I think you should table the discussion and then go into non-public at the next meeting on it. I understand at times you run into a wall, but, you know,
Sometimes that's not possible.
I understand that. So even if it's a redacted portion of the minutes that are done, I mean, why does it take a year sometime on stuff? You know, I mean, think about doing it quarterly or
Think
something.
about our minutes.
Yeah. I know.
How many months
I know.
are we behind?
I know. You know, it strikes me as non-public sessions are one of those points where there's a danger of stuff that should be in public being discussed in non-public. It's a danger point, and that's why I'm sticky about
You're
it.
suspicious of what we do.
No, I'm not suspicious. I understand human nature, and I understand what you're saying. Is sometimes you get into a conversation, and you know, we can't wait a week, but we got to do that. Well, fine, let us know the next week. You know, we went in for this, but we also discussed another issue.
Oh, okay.
You know, I mean, let the public know what's going on.
Okay, so that makes sense.
Question over here?
Yeah, I was just wondering if anybody's heard about how Myers might be replaced over at the sheriff's office. I know I should have asked when the sheriff was here. I didn't think of it until.
My assumption is that going to be replaced. I think he's mentioned that to me. He's not going to fill that position. Lieutenant Santuccio will be the next one in charge, but he's not going to fill the captain slot.
And
And Cybertron is going to be handling his computer work.
the
But
money.
he's still negotiating because that contract's not up until March, I think it is.
And so the money for O'Mara, that's coming out of the jail budget.
Yeah,
And does the delegation have to make a specific line item for that?
no, it'd be under, there's money in there for union contracts, for attorney's fees. But it's not listed as union contract fees.
But it's not an attorney's fee either. I mean,
I don't have the budget right in front of me, but
but is it for,
nursing home has the same thing. Under legal fees, or I forget what it's called.
okay.
And those legal fees can be used for anything that's legal. Anybody else?
I do have one little,
Mr. Brown?
Can I also request a copy of the grant itself for the pellet boilers?
That, Kathy Gary, I'm sure has that. We can get that for you.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. I don't have that here. She handled the grant money.
on the 13th eggs and issues that the county budget's going to be discussed. It's the eggs and issues on the 13th.
Yes, 12.
12th? Okay. Do you know the format of that particular thing?
I have no idea.
Who's going to speak when?
I guess it starts at 8:30, right?
They have, you know, welcome at 8:30, but I don't think the meeting.
But there's no agenda for the commissioners to,
I haven't seen any.
No, they just told us, come, do your thing.
We're gonna ad lib.
okay.
I mean, we're knowledgeable about the budget enough, I think we can, I'll have a copy with me, so if they want detail, we can quote figures.
I just, while we're still sort of talking about minutes, I was not at this meeting, but reading the last page of this, Commissioner Kenny.
What minutes are you talking
Which minutes are
about?
you talking about?
The
November 2nd,
21st.
21st of December?
21st?
It says, well, I have no number on this because I don't have if
Yep.
something happened at the top paragraph, but just reading down through it, you're talking about taking the non-public minutes now?
Can you tell me which page you are?
Well, I don't have a page number, but, probably 9, because the last page is 10. I thought you were taking non-public minutes already. I just didn't understand why this is being specified in the minutes now.
Okay, so I have to see for
So like I said, now I'm doing the non-public minutes.
Let me,
Page 9.
while she's looking that up,
I have.
okay, go ahead.
I mean, I
On
just
the
thought
Damon?
that, I just thought that you were already doing non-public minutes, so.
Yeah, but not too long. When I just started doing the non-public.
Robin Reed was taking the non-public minutes up until the time Commissioner Kenny felt that she should be taking them. So she is now taking them. We did that, just like Sandy is taking regular minutes. That started way back with Okla, Peter Okla, said that he couldn't really be a commissioner and have to take the minutes at the same time. So then we hired a person to take the minutes.
I know.
That's what she's doing on a regular public meeting. Under non-public, we had Robin Reed come in to take those. She is no longer doing that. Asher Kenny is doing it. Commissioner Kenny is doing that. We did that to help Commissioner Kenny get started on taking minutes. When Commissioner Kenny was first, one of the first meetings she attended, there were some people here that said that she should be given some help to get started, and so that's why we had Robin Reed take the non-public. Now Commissioner Kenny feels that she is capable of doing that, so.
So now we can look forward to a more timely
Yes.
approval and
We should.
releasing of non-public minutes now that.
Yeah, but I
something
just
on
got
board.
from Robin October 19th, yesterday, so we still will have a couple
Okay,
that are late.
Thank you.
But in the future, it will be a little bit faster.
Susan Wiley?
Thank you, and again, I appreciate your attempt to have citizen participation. I again request that you all personally try to get the minutes off of the website and see how you do. And we have waited 18 months for some redo of our website.
That should be all up and going. Ed, do you
Last
have
week it's-
any information on that?
Website's not up yet.
no, it's
Yeah,
not.
I
Really?
thought it was going to be last
I
week.
have to say,
It's supposed to be.
the Eggs and Issues event is I feel a very important event, pulling in a lot of the folks from the North Country who would certainly benefit from having a user-friendly website, and it would get them and keep them more involved if they could access easily what goes on in the county, including the bids, including major employment openings when you're
Mhm.
hiring someone like a director
Yeah.
of nurses.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Keep in mind that we have not hired a person to do the website. It was added on to somebody else's job. And it fell on Robin Reed to do that, and she's inundated with all kinds of stuff.
I do well remember the conversation with the technical assistance folks, the Cybertron people, talking about it, and it
Yeah.
wasn't going to be a big problem. I
Yeah.
do know that the department heads have been asked for information to input, so
Yeah, yeah.
I recognize it can't be top priority, but at this point, It
Mhm.
needs to be coming close to the top.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Since I asked Commissioner Kenny to look into the credit card situation, I'll ask Commissioner Solomon to look in the webpage and see how we can get that up finally where it should be.
Absolutely.
My understanding, though, is that we had a contract with somebody to do that, and that was
Virtual
supposed to be
town
done.
hall.
Yeah.
Virtual town hall.
Yeah, yep. So as far as you know, it has not been done, right? Ed?
No, but there are steps that have to be taken before it actually gets operational. You have to have all your departments trained to access and administer the sites, and I don't know what point they're at. But Virtual Town Hall is very responsive to any of your questions. They're there to help you, so if you just contact them, they should be able to get you up to
Okay.
date.
Thank you.
Okay, any other public input? We will be going into non-public for purposes of grievance, a grievance that has come forward. That pertains to administration. I'll leave it that way.
The grievance administration, is that your motion? Are you making a motion?
Yes, I make a motion that we go into non-public session
I'll
for purpose of grievance in administration.
I will second.
Any further discussion? All those in support of the motion say aye.
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 Aye, and so voted.
10:56.
Thank you all for coming. We hope to see